as we get more reaction, we'll bring it to you live right here. But Tim, in the meantime, like, what happened on that game-winning shot by AD?
Yeah, Mike Malone said he needed to see the film first. Well, I've had the benefit of seeing the film several times, so I can save him some trouble right now. And before we show it, I just want to set it up a little bit. So they put Jokic on the out-of-bounds guy on the baseline, Rondo, because they want a tall guy to obscure his vision. In a one-point game, you could hit a cutter going to the basket to win the game. So they wanted Jokic on the ball to try to obscure vision. So that's why he's down there in the baseline. But the breakdown comes between Mason Plumlee and Jeremy Grant. Now, Plumlee clearly is on AD at the start of this play, and Grant is chest to chest with LeBron trying to deny him the basketball. So when AD breaks over to the sideline, Plumlee, for really no reason, just decides he's going to stop and try to hand him off to Grant on a switch. The problem with that is there was no screen set, so there's no reason to switch that. And Jeremy Grant obviously is locked into LeBron because he's expecting that ball is probably going to be thrown over his head toward half court. Then that's where LeBron was going to end up catching that basketball. Now, if there's a screen that takes place, if LeBron actually put a body on Mason Plumlee, then yeah, Grant could jump out and deny that pass to Anthony Davis. But Mason Plumlee was in perfect position to just ride Anthony Davis all the way over to the sideline and deny him that pass. That is far too easy for Anthony Davis to receive the basketball. Look, I know he made a great shot, but I heard Booch talking about it. He's 6'11". He's got a great stroke. He was perfectly squared up, and he was on balance. That's not a difficult shot other than the pressure for a guy like Anthony Davis. So for me, I'd have to put this on Plumlee, because Grant is saying, hey, maybe we're going to switch, but there has to be a screen that's going to take place in order to trigger the switch. That wasn't the case. Anthony Davis just ran to the sideline, and Plumlee just stopped right where LeBron was, and now Anthony Davis catches the ball. And it's ironic, the only guy that actually got a hand up was Jokic, and he was guarding the inbounder, so he covered probably 15 to 20 feet with one stride, and at least he got a contest up. But that is a massive breakdown between Plumlee and Grant, and I'm assuming it would be Plumlee. When Malone sees that film, he's going to have to ask, why would you want to switch that with no screen? Just go ahead and deny him all the way over to the sideline.
Legs, you know, we're watching this game, and it looked like the Lakers were in firm control. They were up by as many as 16, and then all of a sudden the Nuggets really started to make their way towards the end. What would you say is the fourth quarter trend that was the eventual upside for the Lakers to get this game?
Well, we saw the biggest one of all with the game winner, but honestly, the Lakers had three other shots that they made in that quarter that were timely threes late in the clock, and it wasn't Kuzma and it wasn't Danny Green, the guys that you're worried about. I mean, these are three enormous plays in the game. 2-point game. Here's Rondo. Great thing. Go under the screen on Rondo. That's what you're taught to do. Dare him to shoot it. Makes a step back three. Here's another situation. You know, this one, look how deep we are into the clock. I mean, KCP catches this ball. He lets it fly with a second to go, fading away out of bounds with a hand in his face in a 2-point game. And then this one here, up 5. And again, less than 2 seconds on the clock, and that's Anthony Davis going to a step back, ironically, right from the same place that he makes the game winner. But to me, those were three big-time shots earlier in the quarter, and you're talking about something that is not supposed to be the Lakers' strength. When you play this team, you know they're going to get a lot of points in the paint. You know they're going to go to the foul line a lot. You're going to hope that they don't have a big night from the three-point line. And they made 13 threes, and we just saw 4 of them that were absolutely at the end of the clock and key times in the game. The first one's to keep the lead, and then that last one to win the game. So if you're Mike Malone, man, is it going to be tough to sleep tonight knowing that despite all of that, you still had a chance with 2 seconds to go and the Lakers taking the ball out of bounds to get one stop and even this series up. It's going to be very difficult for that coaching staff to sleep tonight, particularly when they see what happened on this last play and really an inexcusable opportunity to deny him the ball that they just blundered.
To quote the late Denny Green, they let him off the hook. Tim Legler joining us here to break down what we just witnessed, Game 2 Western Conference Finals.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.